guys, this is Mary Fulton with Mary Fulton Fit, and happy Wednesday. It is Mindset Wednesday. You might hear some screaming in my backyard. Those are all my children. And so today we are going to be talking about actually the 6 primal needs of humans. So you need to stay tuned. You need to grab a pen and you need to be ready to join me. Let me grab some friends out there. See who is here with me. Let me share. Let me grab some friends. I know somebody's out there right now. Come on. Join me tonight so we can have a quick chit chat. I know I came on a little bit late. Yay, I got a buddy. I'm so glad you're here. Go ahead and give me in the chat box, I'm here. Say, I'm here. I'm here, Mary. I'm ready. I'm super excited. Grab a pen and paper and join me. And if you are just jumping on, please throw into the chat box that you're here, or throw me a heart, or throw me an emoji. Let's go. Let's get this started. I'm excited to talk with you guys today about, so I told you that I went to the Tony Robbins challenge. Oh, good, I got a heart, yay! I'm going to be using my little emojis today. I want you to be interactive with me. So if you hear something that you like, you can throw me a heart. You can say yes. You can give me a thumbs up. But also it's awesome when you come into the chat box that I can see your chat boxes. I don't know why I'm not seeing them. Can somebody throw me a message up there, like a happy face in the chat box, so I can make sure that my chat box is on? And just say, I'm here, Mary. I'm ready to learn. I'm excited to do some mindfulness and dig in deep and get to know myself a little bit better. So when I went to the Tony Robbins challenge for 4 days of like 55 or 60 hours is what I did. We talked about so many amazing things. And if you didn't catch my video on Monday, please go back and rewatch it. It's on YouTube and on my Facebook page. And it was about your state. And so today I'm going to kind of continue into the next place and the next piece that's super important, which is, why do we do what we do? Do you ever ask yourself why you do the things that you do? Why is it that one person will sacrifice his own life for another person and die for them? And then there's another person that might actually take somebody's life, right? Those are really opposites. But we're all human and we all have needs, and there's something that we all have that's universal. It's a universal force. It's called the human need. And so Tony Robbins broke it down, and actually I'm wearing his fun little hat. It says "Live Lucky." I love it. It's so pretty. It just came in the mail today. So I'm representing for him, the little clove hat. But there's 6 human needs that we have that drives within each of us, okay? They compel us in a quest to experience life and the meaning of life. So for all of us, this is the thing, is that we all experience it differently. And we all put importance on different ones. So I'm going to break it down. Do you have a pen and paper? Who's out there? Say, I'm here, or give me a thumbs up. Because I can't see any names up today for some reason. Who's here with me today? Give me a thumbs up. Say, I'm here, Mary. I'm excited to join you. So I know you're here. How many of you, I'm going to start throwing these out. Okay, so here we go. The 4 primal needs, and then there's 2 spiritual needs. There's 6 total. And I'm going to describe them, and then I'm going to kind of go over them, and then you're going to discuss, and we're going to talk about which ones you think you fall into. So the first one is certainty, okay? Everybody wants stability of some sort, like food, shelter, material resources, your physical circumstances. This is called certainty. We all need it in some way, shape, or form. Give me a thumbs up if you believe that you need certainty in your life. It feels good to have a job and know that you have a job to go to, right? A home to go to, a family to go to. These are all things that give us certainty. So that's the first one. How many of you identify with that? Give me a thumbs up or a heart, or say yes in the box. I want to make sure my chat boxes are open because I'm not seeing anything. Come on, give me a chat. I'm going to put mine up here. Hi, and see if it pops up. There's mine. Okay, good. All right, there. I see some people now. Mark is on. Perfect. I need you guys to interact with me because it's going to really help me. So certainty is being certain. Being certain you have a home, you have shelter, you got a job. How many of you can identify that certainty might be something important to you? Give me a thumbs up. Quick. Just throw it on there. It's quick, easy, boom, boom, boom. Right? That's a primal need for all of us, okay? In different ways. Second one is uncertainty. Well, what does that mean, Mary? Well, thank you. Thank you so much for interacting. I appreciate it. Uncertainty. Can you see the thumbs flying? Now I can see some flying. There we go. Thank you. So certainty is the need to change their state. So people who really, I'm going to cough right now. Hold on. Don't worry. I'm not sick. I'm just choking on something. I had some dinner. So people who need to change their state, they like uncertainty. They like to change their emotions. They like to seek variety. They like to have a lot of stimulus, change the scenery, change the activity, change the mood. Anybody out there can relate to being that you like uncertainty. By the way, you can like a lot of these. So give me a thumbs up if you think that you are somebody that likes uncertainty a little bit. I do. For example, when I come home, sometimes I'm like, I'm so sick of the couches being like this. And I like move all of the furniture everywhere and flip the whole house over. So that's an example of uncertainty. Let me give you another example of uncertainty. When you hear something crazy that I did. So yeah, one morning my husband woke up and all of our furniture was in the front lawn. What did Mary Fulton do? Oh yeah, I just was like, I'm tired of all this stuff. And I put it out in the front yard and had a sale. Do you think that Mr. Fulton appreciated that uncertainty? No, because he likes certainty. That's a funny story, right? Well, we ended up sanding our floors and painting all the walls, and that was kind of fun. But I definitely like uncertainty. I'm more spontaneous. I like to kind of throw things out there. But that doesn't mean that I don't like certainty. I like to have a job. I like to have food. I like to know where I'm going, right? So you can have both, right? You can like them both, and they both have positives and negatives. Moving on to number 3. This is love and connection. Who out there needs love? Give me some hearts. Love is your like number 1. You love to be loved and to give love and to connect with people and to have connections and interactions. Do you think that I like to do that one? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's my number 1. We should just put a heart right here. Yes. And so love and connection is feeling special in some way. People will, connect with someone or somebody. It's a value, a habit, and it's a sense of identity. Okay, connection may take the form of love, but listen, because all of these qualities have their positives and their negatives. I'm going to break those down for you, okay? So, hi Marta, ¿cómo estás, amiga? Eso es. So, for example, somebody might love and have a lot of love and connection, but the form of love can merely be an intense engagement. For instance, one can also feel connected by being aggressive. So, you can also find connection by being aggressive. So there are the positives and the negatives to loving connection too. Boom. Last one of the 4 primal needs is significance. How many of you, that's important, right? Maybe it's not your top one, but it's important to be significant. Yeah, I would say most of us, remember, these are primal needs for all of us, but they're all in a different order for each one of us. So this is where you might seek significance and recognition in a job or with other people. Have you ever been in a conversation where somebody shows up and they're like, oh my gosh, like I just got a new car and I got a new job, and they're bragging about themselves or whatever because they need significance. That's how they feel appreciated and loved, is through significance. So that's why they're showing that. They're probably not trying to put you down. They're just trying to fill their need. Yeah, does that make sense? Do you have a friend out there that might do that? Show up and take over all their conversations and brag about themselves? They need significance, right? And so this also can be, people can also feel significant by making themselves feel very angry, right? Or I was a school teacher. We got Martha on here. We've got other teachers on here. So, in a classroom setting, a child may act out and always get in trouble. Because why? Because they're getting their cup filled with significance, but just in the negative way instead of the positive way. Maybe they weren't praiseworthy enough, but they started getting into trouble, and that's when people notice them. So significance. So it can play both things. Anybody out there, significance, one of theirs? Give me a thumbs up if significance is one of yours. I'm going to shout mine out. Yeah, it totally is. It's one of mine. And so we have 2 other needs, okay? The other 2 needs, he calls the spiritual needs. So the first 4 are the primal needs. Like, these are what you need. And then the next 2 are the spiritual needs. But before I break into those, I'm going to break down the top 4. So let's sit with certainty first. And if you've got a pen and paper, you can join me. You can actually throw them in the chat box too. Yes, uncertainty gives me anxiety and stress. Okay, Mark, you can relate to that. Too much of it, right? But a little uncertainty, Mark, might be helpful, right? Like you decide, like, you try something new, a new food comes in, and at first you're a little bit uncertain, but you end up liking it, right? And so it turns into a positive. So let's break down certainty, positives and negatives. And I want you to share with me right now, because this is totally interactive, and I love it when you interact with me, throw stuff out or put stuff in the chat box. So I'm going to give you some examples that I wrote down for my certainty, for the positive. So some positive things that I do with certainty are, I like to work out. So working out gives me certainty that what? That I'm going to be healthier, stronger, and fitter, right? So that's a positive. Can you think of something that gives you certainty? And just a couple people can throw some out there, or everybody. What's something that gives you certainty every day? That you love that certainty. You might be a calendar person, right? And you've got to have everything in your calendar. What is it that gives you certainty that fills your cup? Come on, give me some stuff, guys. Put them in the chat box. The more interactive we are, the better. Come on. What out there gives you certainty? I'll throw out some more. Controlling my food gives me certainty. Because I know that if I'm eating healthy, I'm going to get what? I'm going to get what? Good results, right? Okay. So what else? What else gives you certainty out there? Come on, my friends. Don't be shy. Throw something out there. What gives you certainty? Rita, Marie, Amanda, what gives you certainty? Your job? Your job give you certainty? Well, maybe not right now, right? Uncertainty over here. Don't worry, I'm laid off too, or I'm on leave of absence as well. So all of these things give us certainty. Oh, good. Somebody said something. I can't think of anything. Working out is the only thing I can think of. Okay, let me throw some more out there because maybe you need to get your brain going. For me, God gives me certainty. So putting my hope in something bigger than me gives me certainty. Controlling my food. I put reading the Bible gives me certainty. What else here? Having commitments, okay, gives me certainty. So I know, like, my calendar, my schedule, I know that it's going to be like this or like that, right? Gives me certainty. Good. What else do we have? Having my sisters to talk to every day gives me certainty. Okay, certainty you can count on your friend, right? What is the negatives of certainty? Okay? Can you guys think of any negatives of the certainty thing? So, anyone? I'll give you some of mine. Being too controlling with my children. So, I want to be certain that I'm a good mom and that they're going to do everything I want them to do. So, I get too controlling because I want that certainty that they're going to get things done. And I'm on them instead of letting them fly and be themselves and do things on their own. What do you have? You become dependent on it. Yes, you can. So certainty can also be not a good thing, a stumbling block for you because you're too dependent on it. And what happens when your certainty crashes? What happens? Right? You fall apart because you thought it was certain, right? If you put all your certainty into a person, it's going to fail you, right? Because humans fail us, right? Yeah. Okay. So let's move on. What else? So if you don't do it one day, you feel down. Yes. I like that, Rita. Yes. So if you're on the certainty and then you fail at it, right? Then you start to feel down about it. That's good. Too much comfort for certainty. Yes. There you go, Mark. I love it because you like certainty. So you totally identify with this one, right? I mean, we can all identify with all of them, but you were saying that uncertainty gives you stress. But this too much gives you too much comfort. So you can kind of go on autopilot and maybe not challenge yourself. I like that. That's super true. So moving into uncertainty. So how many of you guys like uncertainty? Some of you gave me your thumbs up. I like uncertainty. So some positives of uncertainty. Can you guys think of any positives of uncertainty? Well, usually it's spontaneity, right? Being spontaneous. That's a positive. If you're doing uncertain things, you're more liable to try something new. Try a new restaurant. Try a new food. Maybe make some new friends, right? And different friendships. So these are all things that could be of uncertainty. And let me see if I tapped on any of these other ones. Change of scene. So you might travel more. Okay. What about the negatives? So over here it said mood swings. Mood swings could be a negative because if you're living more in the uncertainty, your negative could be that you're like a lot of up and downs because you're kind of rolling with your emotions, right? What do we have here? I have personal motto. Change is good. I guess that's uncertainty. Yes, yeah. I remember we all like all of these. They're all needs of ours to a certain extent. A negative to uncertainty is showing up late. You're like, I kind of roll where I go, right? I'm kind of uncertainty when I bake. Have you guys seen me when I'm doing cooking? Actually, when I bake, I'm certainty, because I know that if I put the wrong amount of baking soda or egg, my cookies are not going to turn out right. But in cooking, I just kind of throw whatever I want and I have fun with it, and I'm like a spontaneous chef, which drives some people who are certainty crazy, right? Because you want the exact measurements from me. This is a good example. Okay, good. So that's kind of variety. All right, number 3, significance. So I'm going to go straight into significance. What do you think are some things, throw out some things that are significance related? That people that really, I mean, all of us, not people, but everyone. What's something that would give you significance? Share with me. Come on. I don't want it to be just me. We got 9 people left. Let's go. Let's go. Let's keep this party going. I don't want to lose you. So what's something that gives you significance? For me, I put excel at work. Gives me significance. Helping people gives me significance. Okay, your kids give you significance because you're going to take care of them. Anybody else got one out there? What else gives you significance? Recognition, right? Somebody telling you that, you know, you did an awesome job. What about what you wear, right? Like, that's important. So if you like to dress to the T and you like to get the attention, I guess I'm talking about me because I like to dress up a lot, and probably because I want to be significant, right? I like to have style. I also like style, but I like to be the significance, right? What about, so how you look, what you wear, your body, all of those things, right? And so all of those things can be either positive or negative depending on how you look at it. What's a negative to significance? We talked about it earlier, like maybe a child who's acting out in a negative way, right? Because they just want to get attention. So you can also be angry and get significance. You can go to a bar and, you know, punch somebody in the face, and now, you know, you're significant because you're the guy who like punched the other guy at the bar, right? You always dress cute. Well, thank you for the significance. Appreciate it, Rita. Your job. Okay, awesome, Karen. That gives you significance, right? And so let's move into love and connection. How many of you can relate to love and connection as an important one for you? Love. Give me some hearts. I love love and connection. Beep, beep. Hey, this is the middle of my, what's it called? My logo. It's the head. So, love and connection. Tell me, what are positives to love and connection when you're loving and connecting with people? Come on. What are some good things? Give me something in the chat box. What is a positive of love and connection for you? I'm just going to go quiet. Come on. Somebody's got something. Right? Okay, I love the little hearts. How about friends? Having a family. This gives you love and connection. Probably love and connection right now virtually, right? So all of us might go try to get love and connection through the iPad and try to make friends through the internet, social media, right? Or your job. So you're searching for that love and connection. So you might have a lot of friends in that regard. And what do you think are some negatives that can happen from love and connection? What are some negatives out there? I mean, when we think love, we're like, why would, you know, but if this was your primal need and you're going to love and connection, what are some things that would happen? Building relationships. I love it. Overall mental health. Yes. So what would happen as a negative? So I think a negative could be like, maybe seeking love and connection in not the right places, right? Which happens. So you can be seeking love and connection and, you know, in other people when maybe you have somebody in your life already, right? So that could be a negative. Trying to get that attention, different things, right? For love and connection, because you just want to feel loved and connected with. So those are the 4 primal ones. What do you think yours are? So we all have, this is what I want to explain. And this is where sometimes people don't understand each other in relationships and in your families and friendships, is that's why one person will sacrifice their life for somebody else, and then somebody else will actually take somebody's life, right? Because all of these are primal human needs. Certainty, say them with me. What are they? Throw them in the chat box if you remember them. First one, certainty. What's the second one? Uncertainty. Good. What's another one? Come on. Give me the next one. What's the other one? Give me another one. Significance and love and connection. So we all have these, but we put them in different order. So one of you may be more certainty and love and connection, right? Or you might be uncertainty and significance, right? So what do you think are your top two? Using it for acceptance. Okay, I like that. Yes, you're right. Love and connection can totally lead you into a trap to feel accepted or wanted. Because remember, for humans, we all, two important things, we all want to feel that we are enough, and we all want to know that we're loved. Those are the top two things. So that's why all of these fit into that. So let's go into it. What do you think your top two are? Do you think you crave certainty, uncertainty, significance, or love and connection? As I was describing these, you probably grabbed onto one or two of them that you really know were yours. What do you think yours are? Share them in the chat box now. Significance and love. Thanks, Rita. Yes, and is significance your number one? Or is it love? Which one? Or they flip back and forth. Who else? Veronica, what do you have? What do you think your top two are? And I'll share mine with you guys. So my top two were love and connection for sure, and significance. Yes. Oh, thank you, Julie. I see love and connection and certainty. Okay, awesome. So when you know your top two and you have them, so you have to think, so this is what he kind of took us through. Your top two, are they helping you with your story and the things that you're telling yourself? Or do you need to have a change and manipulate them a little bit, right? Certainty and uncertainty. Okay, those are your top two. And love would be your first. You're just like me, Rita. So if you're in a situation in your life where you're finding that, so what he said too was like, if your certainty and significance, it's going to be a little bit troublesome. and for me too, I'm like, oh, I'm love and connection and significance. So that's a lot of, number one, self-focus for sure. I need love and connection. I mean, I'm giving love, but right? So I'm trying to fill my tank through love and connection and significance. So that means that I'm probably going to get into some type of danger zone here. So you thrive on order and then you crave adventure. Oh, I love it. But you know, all of these can be a little bit, can tend to go into the negative side for us too. And so his challenge when I was in the training was that if we could switch some things around. So let me throw in two extra that you didn't hear about yet. And these are the two spiritual needs. And these are the ones that actually we should focus on the most, because they are the ones that are going to bring us more joy. They are going to bring us, they're going to help us. And that is growth and contribution, okay? Or growth and giving, whatever you want to call those two. So with growth, it says here that you're wanting to grow and expand, either spiritually, emotionally, mentally, like all of that together. You're trying to grow as a human, right? And so that would be a really good plus. Can I get a heart for that one, or a thumbs up? That growth is really important for all of us to always keep growing. And then the next one is contribution. People cannot survive without contributing in some way, welfare or helping somebody. And so contribution is super important. And when we hit these two right here, these are the ones that help us to be sustainable and enjoy life. Because, let me give you an example. If I am, say I'm love and connection and certainty. So I've made all of the money that I need. I'm like a billionaire and I'm seeking love from people and everything. It's never going to truly satisfy me, those two, even though I have all the money in the world and I'm getting all this love. It's going to feel empty if I'm not giving, right? And so, because in the end, it's really giving to others and serving others that we truly find more joy and satisfaction in our life. I think we could reach out and help others more, and that would help. Yes, amen. So now that you kind of know your two go-tos, please don't do the ice right now. Now that you know the two go-tos, then you can play with switching them. So for me, mine was love and connection and significance. And so now I'm trying to switch and move them and do growth and contribution. So that, because I'm looking at this and it was very self-seeking for myself. So let me flip that. Let me do growth, because when I'm growing, that means that I'm helping my family, I'm helping my children because I'm learning more. I'm developing myself spiritually, emotionally, mentally, right? And I can give more if I'm growing. And then contribution, giving back to others, whether that's serving them or giving them money or whatever the needs are. More prayer, more love, maybe quality time. You know, especially right now, yes, people probably need money for certain things, but I think people just need someone else to sit down and listen to them. Yeah? I know I need it sometimes. And so giving of your time, giving of your heart, giving of whatever, baking some cookies, I love it. My neighbor, she's so sweet. One day she just brought brown bags with chocolate chip cookies and gave them to everybody hot off the oven. What a service. She's always so kind with her foods. And yesterday she brought lemon bars. I'm like, okay, don't bring me too many things. I'm going to turn into the Pillsbury Dough Girl. But she's serving, right? And she finds joy in that, and she loves to give. And she's beautiful at that. So these are the 6. Let me review them again. So there's 6 needs. And let's see if you can remember. Throw them in the chat box. What's the first one? Come on, interact with me. What's the first one I gave you today? Starts with a C. Let's go. On the count of 3, type it on there. I like the laughs. Come on. Let's go. I don't know who's laughing at me, but let's do this. What's the first one? Certainty. Okay, what's number 2? So we got certainty. What's the second one? There's no wrong answer. If you don't get it right, you still tried. Let's go. What's the second one? Uncertainty. Yes, thank you, Rita. Uncertainty. And then the third one is what? Come on, guys. Starts with an S. Nice. Thanks, Julia or Julie. Uncertainty. Perfect. Thanks, guys. What's the third one? Starts with an S. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. I believe in you. Say yes. Say yes. Yes. Significance. Thank you. You get tons of hearts. Whoop, 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 whoop. And then what is the last one? Love and connection, right? But then the 2 spiritual needs are growth and contribution. So where do you think is challenging you today? Hopefully this helped you a little bit get to know yourself, because that's really what this is. It's getting to know yourself and your needs and why you do the things that you do. And can I give you one example really quick? So, for example, if you're somebody who has, and we all have beliefs and values that go before this. But what happened and what he explained is maybe your value is you don't like to lie about something, right? So you're not traditionally someone who would go and lie about something. But all of a sudden, you have a certain need, and so that need, let's say, was for love and connection. So you start to lie to get your need met. So you shift. Here's your value that's most important to you. Here's your need. But you flip them because you want to get to your need. So you kind of push your value system away. And that's what he said that gets dangerous, right? Because when you're shifting because you're trying to get your need met, then that's when there's trouble. And that's when you get into that negative zone. So example, you want to feel significant, but you end up, in a bar fight to get significance, to prove that you're, whatever. So now hopefully you have values of that, getting in bar fights probably not the best way to go about things. But now you've moved that value down so that you can get your need of significance. Yeah? So does that make sense? Does that make sense, you guys? Give me a thumbs up if you're understanding me and following me. Little thumbs up, hearts, whatever, bears, whatever emojis we got out there. So that really hit home to me and helped me understand myself better when maybe I've compromised on things that I didn't think I would compromise because I was trying to fulfill a need. Right? So then you have to go back and say, that's not good. And that's where the beautiful thing comes in. That we get to decide what order we put these in. You might like certain ones more than others. They kind of relate to you a little bit more. And that might be because of your love languages, I think. But also, you can move them and change and grow. And that's the beauty of this. And I loved going to this Tony Robbins thing because it really helped me see that I can make changes and I don't have to get stuck where I am. And I can, yes, I still need love and connection. That's so huge for me, and some significance, but they're not going to be at the top of my range. I'm going to bring these down, and I'm going to put growth, and I'm going to put service. And so you know what I'm doing this week to help me with that? I've really been trying to grow. So I contacted a girl to be my mentor for spiritual stuff, right? So like Bible studies. I contacted a girl to help me learn more. I'm studying more about kinesiology to better me as a personal trainer. I'm spending more time with my children because they need me, and I've been very busy. And so guess what? I took them to the skate park Monday, Tuesday. I went to the beach today, and I'm taking them back to the skate park right now. So I'm doing stuff with them. I'm letting them know I love them, and I'm growing in that area, right? So those are a few areas of growth. In my business, I'm reaching out to people who know how to do certain things with business so that they can help me so I can grow. But if I don't set those appointments to grow, then I'm going to get stagnant and just stay on autopilot, and I'm not going to grow. I'm just going to be like, oh yeah, mine's growth, but I'm still stuck in love and connection. So growth, and then service. How can I serve? So sitting back and serving. Right now, I'm just trying to serve my family. So serve my mom. She needs more quality time. She just needs me to talk with her. Okay? That's all she needs. And then, with my kids, just trying to serve them by taking them places and doing things for them. So that's been my focus this week as I came back from my Tony Robbins. New beginnings, new changes. I got to sit back. I really recommend you guys going. I don't get anything for talking about this, by the way. I just am really inspired by it. But it let me sit back and think about myself for 4 days. Not like think about myself and what, but like think about how I function, how I speak, what I do with my thoughts, what are my beliefs, what stories do I tell myself, what lies do I tell myself that are keeping me from where I really need to be. And it was eye-opening and very empowering in the sense of, oh, I only have to make a couple 2-millimeter changes to get different outcomes. And it doesn't have to stay stuck forever. I can actually have a really beautiful life that I want to have. It's all in my state of mind, and it's all in looking at these human needs and then just reorganizing them. And then here's this human that needs me. Are you ready to go to skate park?
Yep.
Yeah, baby. Let's send him some hearts. He's ready to go. We're going to the skate park. Yeah. So that's all I wanted to finish you guys with and challenge you that you have the capability and the power to make changes. And no thumbs down, dude, in my crew. And you have the option and the ability to make the change. And it's in you. And you don't have to stay stuck. You don't have to stay stuck. They all love you. Look at all the hearts they sent you. Hi, Cliff. Rita says hi, Cliff. Say hi, Rita. So, anyways, that's it for tonight. So don't forget, certainty, uncertainty, significance, love and connection, growth, and contribution. Oh, before we go, what are going to be your 2 that you're going to put as top priority this week? Or like just trying to change them. What are you going to do? Put them in the chat box right now. I want to see it. Chat box. Go. Tell them to put it in the chat box.
Chat box.
Can't wait to see you guys soon. You boys are best. Oh, love you so much, Amanda. Can't wait to see you too. What are you guys going to put in the... We miss you. Put it in the chat box. What are the 2 that you are going to do? That you're going to move around a little bit to help you. Come on, guys. Tell me. We're waiting. Oh, good. Contribution and growth. I love it. Awesome, Julia. And if you want to throw in, what else? Growth and connection. Oh, I love it. That's beautiful, V. And you are a great connector. Love and significance. I love it. Awesome. Staying in those. Keep loving and connecting. Good. So I'm glad you guys love and connection for sure. Love it. I love it, Amanda. Thank you guys for being interactive. And if you guys have more questions on this stuff, just let me know. I've got my booklet here. I'm not Tony Robbins, but I'm wearing his hat. Do you guys like the hat? Isn't it so cute? I love the gold clover. Yeah, he wears these hats in all of his things, so I had to get one. I couldn't help it. You know me. Significance and shopping. So, okay, my boys are waiting for me. I need some certainty. Okay, then uncertainty, so you need to switch it then. Martha, you're still here. Connection and love. Yes, Martha, that's perfect. I love that. Get it, girl. All right, I challenge you guys to do those. Send me messages if you have more questions, and I'll be back on for more mindfulness on Mondays and Wednesdays. That's when I do this. So stay tuned and go watch my YouTube video if you missed the first one on Monday. It was really good. And please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow morning for workouts. And please, if you guys can vote for me for Miss Health and Fitness, I would so appreciate your votes. Love you guys. Oh, thank you, Rita. Yeah, don't forget to vote. And if you don't know how to vote, I posted it on my page. It's right there. And you guys can come and vote. Love you guys. Thanks so much. See you soon. Bye.